Okay, so it's been a little while since I did a video update on my little house here in Southern Connecticut. Not that much has changed in the last year, but we've done a few things, and people keep asking. And the question that was asked the most in the last video update on my house was, how much is my house worth? Well, within the area that I live, houses range from about $400,000 right up to about $3 or $4 million. So just up the road here, you see some of the houses that are in the $2 or $3 million range. My house falls right in the sort of middle at about $1 million. The biggest change to my house in the last year has mostly been around the gardens. This is what the gardens look like right now, and this is what the gardens looked like a little over a year ago. As you can see, apart from the color of my car changing, a lot more gardens around the front, and that is mostly thanks to my mother and her friend Dawn that came to stay over summer. And while we didn't always agree with what we should be doing with the garden, Mum did a fantastic job of the plantings out the front and out the back and around the side. What we tried to accomplish here was gardens which are mostly evergreen, because a lot of gardens seem to die off in the winter here in Connecticut, and I wanted my garden to be still pretty colourful and green during the winter, so we did about 80% evergreen, and it's still growing in, but it's really already starting to look great. Now onto the inside. The only change on the entryway here is I've put a mirror. Hang on, let me just get this door. There we go. I put a mirror up there on the suggestion of someone from the previous video. I've also still got some Kit Kats giving out for Halloween. And I got some sweets for luring Jehovah's Witnesses into my house to convert them to the Church of Nick, a much more fun church. First room is my music room. This is a fun little room that I was originally not sure I was going to do anything with, but it's turned out to be a great room. Here's a picture of my E30 BMW from back in New Zealand. The rest of the room is just books and records and things. A lot of people asked last time, what type of records do I listen to? Well, I listen to classical music and classic rock, things like Led Zeppelin and the Eagles and Bob Seger and all that sort of stuff on my Marantz record player with my Marantz amp. And I've got a few other toys and bits and pieces. This is just sort of an overflow room. It's a nice colourful room, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out, because I've got to splash a lot of the colours that I like in this room around. And up the top I've got pictures of my family, and over here I've got my succulents that are all doing well in the sun. Okay, down the hall we go. This first room on the right is my formal dining room, which doesn't get used a lot, but occasionally I have friends or important guests over, and this is where we will eat. Down there I've got some stuff that needs to go to recycling. And just before I did this video, I cleaned these lights and managed to break the glass on one of them, so I've got to replace that. Onwards to the kitchen. I would argue this is the best room in the house, and one of the reasons why I got this house. It's a lovely, big, easy to use kitchen, and I've been trying to do this aqua blue colour throughout it, including these towels. Adjust these towels because sleeping with the enemy, as you know. Yeah, so aqua blue sort of highlights around the room, but otherwise, this is just a great kitchen. Yeah, as I said before, it's easy to work in. It's a joy to cook in this kitchen. A lot of people ask, why don't I have any wine in the fridge? Well, I don't drink, so every time I put wine in there, it's just my sister that drinks it, so what's the point? Maybe over Christmas I'll fill it up when my family's here. But otherwise, yeah, this is just a wonderful kitchen. It's really great to work in. Over here, I've got a little bookshelf with my games. I like to play Kaitan. Anyone that wants to play Kaitan with me, come on over. And a little tui, my cookbooks, some kiwis, because New Zealanders are known as kiwis. And up here we've got a tragic story. This is my goldfish, Katy Perry. As you can see, she's only got one eye. If you look, that's the eyeless side, and on the other side, she's got an eye. This is because when I was in New Zealand over summer, she caught a fungal infection and lost that eye. I thought she was going to die. Took her out, put her in some medicated water, and turns out she survived. So, good old Katy Perry, still surviving with one eye, doing very well. And over there is two-eyed Tui. We'll quickly pop out the back. And the first thing is my extensive range of patio furniture. I've got to do something about that at some stage. And this is my barbecue. I use it all the time. My father brought me that. And once again, my mother and her friend Dawn expanded the garden at the back here, and it's really looking good. Once again, it's all mostly evergreen, so it's going to look good during the winter. And I've got some agrivitaes and various rhododendrons and so forth out the back. So the back garden's a nice size, and it's looking good. These will all grow up and make this garden a little bit more interesting. I plan to put some swings and other things out the back here at some stage. Back inside we go. Back inside, this is the living room. I don't spend a lot of time in the living room, to be honest, but William and Albert do. That's William in his seat. He likes to sit there so he can watch the TV, and Albert likes to sit there so he gets to watch everyone else. And over to my office. A quick look at what it was a year ago. I've added some paint to the back and the birch trees sort of stick-ons, which look good, I think, giving it a bit of style in here. And this is my workstation where I produce all my YouTube videos for you guys. And up the back is some art by a fan who painted my car for me, so that's pretty cool. And a painting I had there last year also of 9/11. And out the back here is my calculator watch collection, well, part of it anyway, my favourite 3 watches that I talked about in a previous video. Some other stuff, this should be up here. My DeLorean clock, my 100,000 thingy from YouTube, and my proudest moment, worst YouTube channel 2016. Back out here we go, and if we hang a right here, we go into the garage. Now, most car people would have done more with their garage, but I haven't. Like they would have put down a false floor and all the other stuff car people tend to do. Tidied up the garage a bit more, but no, mine just remains a little bit of a mess. But what I have done is I've added flashing lights. This makes it like I'm driving into the Batcave. It enhances the driving in and out of a garage experience significantly. I love these. This certainly makes entering and exiting the garage a great deal more entertaining. And over here is undoubtedly the world's greatest car. This is the Golf Mark 6 S model. It's awesome. I just love this car. I keep thinking of replacing it, but then think, no, I just love this car too much. So I'm going to drive it till it dies probably. I haven't found anything that I want more than the little Golf. Okay, back into the house. Tui, lead the way. Come on, move your butt, Tui. Move it, that's it. Through to the right is a downstairs bathroom. The only thing of interest in here is, for those of you wondering where I got the name Tui for Tui, this is a Tui bird from New Zealand. See, a black and white bird, that's where she got her name from. Some people think she's named after the Tui computer. I dare not show you the basement. I've turned it into a sweatshop for French bulldogs making t-shirts. My t-shirts, nonetheless. So I can't show you because Peter will be on my ass. And onwards we go upstairs. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is a very special room. This is the worldwide headquarters of the Nick Murray T-shirt Corporation. This is where the magic happens. If you order a t-shirt from me, this is where I will personally fold and package and send it out to you. The reason I do it instead of having Teespring or any of those other third parties do it is because I'm trying to provide like a personal touch to this business for at least the first year or so. So it's a bit more labor intensive, but it means that I get to send you guys a note, send you guys some stickers, and then send it out via Tui Post. So yeah, there's sort of a personal touch to every order. So if you're looking to support my channel or support Tui in her bid to get a real tail, yeah, buy one of my t-shirts. There they all are. Always expanding the range, slowly getting more sizes. I know people want more mediums. Into my bedroom, well, this is really Tui's bedroom, and this is really Tui's bed. Tui uses pretty much 95% of this bed, all the way across to there, and if I'm lucky, I'm allowed to sleep just right on the edge there, although I feel that she's annoyed that I'm using that much of the bed as well. On to my bathroom, there's just a few more pictures and toys and things in here. I've got a few bath toys like a child, so I can play shark versus hippo versus crocodile, a game everyone should play. It's my shower. I call these the judging animals, these animals from my family. They look at me in judgment when my fat ass stands on the scales in the morning. Onwards to the rest of my bedroom. My mother made me this beautiful quilt here, so I've put that up on the wall. It's where I iron my shirts. That's some of my t-shirts that I wear, and my grandfather over there. And my walk-in wardrobe, this is where if I had a permanent girlfriend living with me, she could put her clothes there. Anyone wanting to apply, let me know. Otherwise, the only thing of note here is how many shoes I have. I'm really becoming quite a middle-aged woman with all these shoes. And I do wonder to myself sometimes, on what occasion would I wear these white pants? I mean, what was I thinking when I bought these white pants? Actually, come to think of it, these orange pants as well. I'm just not sure when I'm going to wear either of those coloured pants. Onwards to the next bedroom. Well, actually the next bathroom. There's another upstairs bathroom in here. This is just the guest bathroom. Nothing special about this, except, of course, we have the Bill Murray shower curtain. And the next guest bedroom is the blue room, because it's very blue. It's got my channel stickers in it at the moment, waiting to be cut up. The work I do for you guys. Around the corner here, up there is the attic. I really want to finish the attic, but I haven't had the time or the money lately to do it. Yeah, it's a great space up there. I'm going to do that next probably. And in here is the laundry. Turn the light on. American size appliances are awesome. And finally, this is another guest bedroom. This is really Becky's room. She comes to stay on the weekends. My sister comes up and stays. And all I've done in here is added some extra pictures and bits and pieces, changed the covers, and just made it a little brighter and a bit more fun in there. So that's it. That's the tour of my house. As you can see, not much has changed. Really, it's the garden stuff. And once again, I'd like to thank my mum and Dawn for helping me with that. Yeah, it's a really comfortable, lovely little house to live in. And I'll give you another update next year. But yeah, if you've got any questions about my house, feel free to put them in the comments below. And thanks for coming along for the ride. Bye then.